Greetings, everybody. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday, August 25th. We're live. It is 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Eastern on or 7 a.m. I guess I don't know what Phoenix call it. It's like Mountain Daylight Time or some random crap. I don't know. But anyway, it's over here on the west side of the country. It's 7 a.m. So, and also for our guests. So, we're pumped that you're here and excited that you were able to make it in with us live. If you're here live with us, tell us where you're tuning in from. We get people from all over the world. It's pretty crazy, actually. All sorts of different countries all over the world. Tell us where you're tuning in from, and we're going to bring on our guest right away. He's joining us live from San Diego. And if you could give us all a little clapping emoji to sort of welcome him on the show. What's happening? Is it I actually didn't test your name beforehand, so I was about to say it. I think it would be Fadi.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that exactly how you say it? Cool. Awesome. Well, how are you?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Excited to be here.
Cool. I'm excited that you made it. So bring us into your world a little bit. Tell us a little bit about what you currently do, like for work, or just kind of tell us a little bit about your lifestyle. And I also am very curious about, take us back to how you sort of got into drop shipping and Amazon, or just looking around for something, right? I'm always curious what sort of got the wheels turning for people on here's why I started looking for something online.
Yeah, so I pretty much started when I was younger, going to school to become a mechanic or a technician in the automotive industry, pretty much. So I did that for about 10 years. And then I moved up to becoming a service advisor, a service writer, which is what I do now. So that's my full-time job. And basically, I'm the guy that you talk to when you take your car in for service or repairs at a dealership. And I've been doing that for about 8 years now. It's a really good job, but it is a job that you always have to be on top of it. You don't really know how much you're going to be getting paid every month. And you kind of have a limit too, because it just depends how busy the dealership is, how many hours you work. And you're also working, either 10 to 12 hours a day, pretty much all the time.
Ooh.
So it's long hours pretty much every day. But again, it's something that I'm used to now. I've been doing it for a while, and I do like it. You're helping people with their cars. You answer questions. It's not a bad job, but I've always wanted to try to do something else where I can make more money, where I can have more freedom pretty much too, where I can travel, take time off, do things with my family, where right now, if I want to do that, I have to try to figure out if I can move things around, switch days with somebody or try to have vacation days. So it's not that easy because of that. And I'm still pretty much living paycheck to paycheck with my full-time job. So a few years ago, when everything was kind of going crazy with apps online and everything, I started looking into things online. I kind of figured out I got to find something to do online, because that's where everything is at right now.
Yep.
So I was trying to think, oh man, what app can I come up with, or what can I do online with a website? I really wasn't creative in that sense, so I really didn't do anything. And then last year, I pretty much looked into affiliate marketing. I was watching a lot of YouTube videos, and I found people talking about affiliate marketing. And I just started a YouTube channel. It wasn't really about anything specific, but I just put some Amazon affiliate links on there, and nothing happened. So right after that, I pretty much, I just wasn't doing it the right way. I didn't really know how to do affiliate marketing. I didn't have the skills to do it, and it failed. But I knew that there was something there. I knew people were making a business out of it, making a lot of money. I just didn't have the right skills to do it.
Okay.
So I found drop shipping. And I got into that. I said, well, maybe I can do drop shipping. And same thing, I watched a lot of videos. I did tutorials on YouTube. I actually did start a drop shipping store for my girlfriend. She sells beauty products.
Okay.
And we did a few sales, but we ran into so many problems, one after another, with trying to find the right products. um, trying to deal with shipping times and just so many things that
Yeah.
it just became harder than we actually wanted it to be. And that we could handle, because with our full-time job and trying to deal with all those problems, we couldn't keep up with it.
Yep.
So then I said, well, maybe I can do Amazon FBA. So then I started Amazon, and again, it was a lot harder than what I was expecting. I spent a lot of money on equipment to get started. It took a long time to get approved with Amazon too. So you have to buy things to be able to pack your products and different things. So I spent a lot of money on that. And then you got to get approved on different categories on Amazon too to be able to sell in
Right.
different categories or different brands. And it was just, again, one problem after another, and more money and more money. So I was trying to find something where I can actually make some money and have some free time. And it was kind of just being the opposite. So while I was doing Amazon FBA, or while I started trying to do Amazon FBA, I found a video on TikTok about affiliate marketing, about the 15-day business challenge.
Yeah.
So I figured, man, I spend over $1,000 trying to start Amazon. What's $7 to try to see that what's up with this course? And
Right.
I tried this course, and it was pretty much the best thing that I have ever done.
Mm.
It explains everything really good. It taught me the skills that I needed to get started right away too, which is what I wanted. When I tried Amazon, it took me months to just get approved. So it was a frustration. I was ready to go. I spent money, but I couldn't do anything. I was just waiting.
Yeah.
So the 15-day business challenge is stuff that you can start while you're doing the 15-day business challenge. You can start, you know, following step by steps,
Yeah.
different things that you can start building your online business. So for me, that was something that I really liked. I mean, I think I did the 15-day challenge in like 4 days. I just got into it right away, and I started it. So
Yep.
that's pretty much how I started with affiliate marketing. I found it on TikTok, and then I just went with it.
Nice. That's awesome. Well, that's cool. Thanks for saying that about our challenge too. And yeah, I do think that it's funny that yeah, the Amazon and e-commerce method and all of that stuff. I mean, it is not only is it tough and a lot of money. I don't actually all the time downplay it though, because it is a fit for some people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it is quite a bit of money. I do find that most people who do really well with it have, at least in my experience, have really good jobs, or have spouses or something with really good jobs, or they have a ton in savings, and they're able to sort of eat the costs up front to sort of break even at a high amount of ad spend and a high amount of cost, and then eventually kind of break through. But even then, you run into issues with fulfillment, and you run into issues with Amazon and your account getting shut down and just kind of stuff. But I do think that I've become a little more numb to the whole, like, let's compare apples to oranges, really. But, because every business is going to have sort of these difficulties, these struggles, right? It's just that I think in affiliate marketing, those difficulties and struggles cost a lot less money and have a lot less inventory and a lot less on the line, especially if you're going to purchase a $7 product, which is like, in the grand scheme, it's honestly a little bit funny that, some people need to be sold so hard on purchasing a $7 product. I get it. There's conspiracies about, oh, are they going to steal my money, or are they going to run away with my money? But it's $7. It's like, seriously, it's seven. Like, I've spent more than $7 at a Starbucks before, easily. Like, people walk into a coffee shop on a weekend and spend $25 on pastries and coffee, and it's like, you can't spend $7 to invest in something that might change your entire income for the rest of your life,
Yeah.
and help you build skills. But back to sort of, that was a side rant, but back to your point about like the whole model of, I thought one thing that you pointed out throughout that whole that whole little introduction was how at every stage it was kind of like there's more money required. And now there's more money required. And suddenly it's like, man, like I'm in this deep, and like it's hard to sort of navigate the waters. And my guess is maybe you didn't have a good, well, maybe you didn't have a mentor at all, but a good mentor who could really predict those kind of things for you.
Yeah, and the problem was, just like I found affiliate marketing online, I found drop shipping and Amazon FBA. So I was going off of, videos, people talking about those businesses, trying to save as much as I can to get started. So I wasn't trying to pay for a course or anything like that, because most of the courses that I found on those topics or on those businesses, they were thousands of dollars to start. I don't mind investing in myself, but I wanted to just make sure that it was something that I actually liked and that's something that I can do. But a lot of those videos, to get you started or to get you in, they talk about how easy it is. You can just sell anything, and you really can, but that doesn't mean you're going to actually make money and you're going to be able to kind of grow that business just selling anything too. You have to find the right products. You have to have the right tools, even software, like apps to help you figure out what products are selling, what products are not. There's so much that you got to spend time on and money, which again, I don't mind doing that if it's something that I can actually do at that time, but like you said, if you have savings and you can use that money to put it into that business and grow it, then that might work for people. For me, at the point when I started, I didn't have that to be able to spend as much as I wanted or as I needed to kind of keep going. So once I ran out of money, I was like, well, now I can't do anything because I ran out of money and I got to spend more money to do the next step. So with the marketing, it was a lot clearer on what you had to do and how to get started. And yeah, you got to spend a little bit of money to get started, but you know what you're spending it on. And once you do that, you're pretty much set. And then it just depends on you on if you keep marketing, if you keep making content. But a lot of stuff is automatic. Once you have it set the first time, then it's automatic, and that makes it easier for you to just keep going.
Yeah, exactly. And part of what I do at my job occasionally, I don't do this a lot, but is I'll look into other business models, right? So like we also understand that business models and what's working best changes a lot, from time to time. We generally have 4 core business models that don't really change a lot, or we haven't seen change a lot over 10 years, which makes it a little easier and more predictable because it's not as much the models we teach, specifically affiliate marketing is a big one, are more so like you're going to have to adapt and change about where to market products and services. But there's still products and services that people have been marketing online for the last 10 years or 5 years is probably more likely, but still, 10 years in internet world is like 100 years in the real world. I mean, you wake up in 3 months and suddenly the social media platform that you were really hot on is like now kind of like, not as hot anymore. And there's this new hot thing you've got to learn. But I think when people get perspective, I think that helps a lot. For instance, like, when I talk to people for instance, like at one of our masterminds, one thing that I'll explain is like, hey, you're doing great today on TikTok or on Instagram or on YouTube or whatever you're doing, but just know that there's a day where that might not happen or that might change a lot, right? And so once people have perspective, and I give an example, for instance, like back in 2008, people ran a bunch of Google ads for affiliate marketing and got really, really wealthy because they barely paid anything for those Google ads. And I saw that slowly go away. I saw affiliate marketers get kicked off of Google because everybody started going on it because they heard it was hot. And that included a bunch of people who were very inexperienced marketers who had no idea what they were doing and made a bunch of baseless claims. And then they're just like, these weight loss people go on there and say, lose 100 pounds overnight. And they're like, what? Yeah. And then they do some digging and it's like, oh, these are a bunch of like affiliate marketers. They don't even own a business really, And so they start throwing affiliate marketers off the platform. And that really started a wave. Facebook has done this. Yeah. And so what I usually tell people is like, hey, just expect this to go away at some point. And the game isn't that you get on and sit on one platform and ride it out, because it won't serve you over the long term. In big perspective, it's like you'll be able to do basically the same thing with all your sales funnels, but the main variable of affiliate marketing is where and how you get your traffic. Yeah. Where do you get clicks, basically, is the big one. But when you have perspective that that's your main thing, your main problem solving that you have to do, it's a lot easier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a lot easier than applying to Amazon for 45 or 100 different products and in different categories and niches. Because yeah, I went through that when I was looking through different business models, you know, for our company even, and I was like, damn, yeah. I don't think so.
And the crazy part is that now that I know affiliate marketing, I kind of know the skills that I need, and a lot of the things that I learned, the same thing that I learned with affiliate marketing, I would need for Amazon FBA and drop shipping anyways. So it would help me out in those businesses if I learned how to build an email list, how to set up a sales funnel, yep. How to have my email automation set up. That's going to grow pretty much any business, whether it's drop shipping or Amazon. So that's why I think affiliate marketing is so great, because you can use those skills for so many other businesses too, not just affiliate marketing. So that's why when I learned it, not like I did last year when I was just putting links on a YouTube video, it just changed everything, because it's not just about putting links up. It's about, you know, solving somebody's problem, showing them different services or products that will benefit them. And yep. With your system set up, like the email list, the, you know, sales funnel, you grow that into a real business. You're not just collecting $20 here on a commission here and there on a video, you know?
Totally. I do know.
Yeah.
And that's a really interesting way. Yeah. I do feel, well, I'm curious your thoughts. So do you feel like, it's sort of an objective thing that affiliate marketers better, or do you feel like it fit who you are and your personality better? Or, you know, I'm just curious if what you feel about like matching sort of business model to personality, or is there anything there?
I would say it does, just because of what I do. So at my job, even though it's technically like a sales position, so I sell services in my full-time job, you know, for people that are coming in for a repair on their car. If they need brakes, I sell a brake job to them. But in reality, I'm solving their problem, you know. Their brakes worn out. So I explain to them what they need to do to fix that problem. So I don't really tell people that I'm a salesperson, because I don't see myself that way. People come in because they have a problem. They're either due for maintenance, or they have, you know, some kind of noise on their car, and I figure it out and I solve that problem for them.
Yeah.
And they're happy when they leave because their car is fixed, you know. And I kind of see affiliate marketing that way now, where I just got to find the people that I'm looking for that have this problem, and I help them solve this problem. And if they buy something, then great, it helps them solve that problem, you know. And I had to learn that affiliate marketing is pretty much that, helping people solve a problem. You just got to figure out what problem you're going to solve, and that's how you pick your product or your service that you want to promote. And once you figure that out, it ends up being pretty easy, because you're not trying to sell anything. You're just trying to solve that problem, and anybody that needs that is going to come right to you. So just like me at a car dealership, if somebody has that problem with their car, they're going to come to me. I don't have to go, but they know that I solve that problem for them, you know? So I think marketing is perfect for me for what I've done in the past too. I just didn't realize that that's how it worked, and that's what it was before, or else I think I would have started a long time ago on affiliate marketing.
Yeah, right. I that's really cool, because I do feel like that makes such logical sense to me, about how, you know, it's a recommendation, but also, I mean, if you think about it in the mechanics world, I've made this sort of argument before, where like a lot of times people go to an auto shop or at mechanics with a bit of skepticism and doubt, right? So even just that feeling and even just that, general sort of sense that people have going into an auto body shop, they come to the online space with that same thing, or they come with, if you're recommending a product as an affiliate to somebody, they're going to come with sort of that same exact skepticism. And my guess is you've probably developed some skills on how to ease those feelings, right?
Yeah, and it's something you got to work on because even when I was a mechanic and then I moved up to become a service advisor, I, even though I know how a car worked, I didn't know how to explain that to a customer right away. So once I heard what their problems were or why they didn't believe me for whatever reason, I found a way to change my wording or explain something. And to where now I have it dialed in. Pretty much somebody asks me something, I know how to explain it to them. I don't even think about it. It's just, you know, it's just automatic. But at first it wasn't like that. I had to figure out, okay, how do I explain this? I know how it works, but how do I explain it to somebody that doesn't know anything about cars? And I think it works the same way with affiliate marketing. When I first started affiliate marketing, I didn't know how to explain anything. I knew how it worked after I did the training, but now I had to figure out, okay, how do I explain everything? And that's where I think the community that we have is so great because there's so many different people, different backgrounds, and everybody has a different point of view. And when
Yep.
you kind of start seeing the same thing from everybody, even though it doesn't matter where they're from or what they do as a full-time job, everybody kind of talks about the same thing. You got to help people solve a problem. When you get started, you also pick one product and one platform. That way, you get good at that part of it. You figure out how to explain it or how to do the content the right way. And
Yep.
once you get better at that, then you can move up for different products and different services and different platforms. But when you start off, I think that's what you kind of have to focus on. And
Yep.
like I said, for some people, it might be super easy when they start affiliate marketing on how to promote it. For me, it wasn't like that. It was a completely something completely new to me. So I had to figure out. I watched a lot of videos. I watched other people that were doing it to see how they were doing it too. And now I think I'm getting more comfortable to where I can explain it. I think it took me a little longer than it probably took other people, which I'm okay with it as long as I feel comfortable and I know I can keep going this way. So that was my main goal.
Yeah, I that makes perfect sense to me. Yeah. What when you're creating your content, was that had you created content before? Because you're on TikTok, you're about 10,000 followers. Was that newer for you? How did you go about sort of getting on there, and did it feel okay, or what was that like?
So for me, TikTok, when I was on TikTok before, I was just doing dumb, funny videos with my family, just to make each other laugh, and that's all we did really. So and then we would be on it for a month, and then next month we wouldn't be on it at all. It was just on and off. We were just doing that when we were bored and we just didn't have anything else to do pretty much. So if you actually go all the way down on my TikTok, you'll see some of my like home videos, and it was just dumb things. um,
Yeah.
I hate the way I sound on video talking and explaining things. I just hate the way and I think most people do. I think when they start off. So when I did my first few videos that way, I hated them. I didn't want nobody to see them. Um,
Yeah.
but I knew it was one of those things. Again, I had to do it enough to where I got comfortable and I got better at it. And even though I still hate the way I sound and everything, but I don't think about that anymore. I feel more comfortable. I think I know what I'm talking about now. And I think it shows that too. Um,
Hmm.
I think one of the videos that I put up yesterday, I think just hit 10,000. It's not a viral video, but it's a pretty good number for something that I wasn't doing anything special. I was just, explaining something. So little things like that then tell me that I'm also doing a good job. I'm getting better at it compared to when I first started, where I wasn't getting really any traction, but I knew people didn't know me for affiliate marketing either. They didn't know me for what I'm just starting to promote. So once they do see you doing that more and more and every day, then they know you for that. They ask you questions. They go to your TikTok to actually watch your videos. They look for you, like I mentioned before, and that's pretty much, I think, the key. But at first, I had a hard time because I wasn't doing anything like that at all. It was just the little dances that they had on TikTok before, just funny skits and stuff like that with my girlfriend and her daughter, and I just switched it over into affiliate marketing pretty much.
Yeah. Dang, that's cool. Yeah, because I do feel like sort of I know a lot of people who started TikTok that way and got used to the platform. But I do feel like for most people, there's sort of this, gradual movement towards like, how do I conduct business here? And it usually is a little bit kind of awkward or a little tricky. I mean, you're up to what's your content creation strategy like? I mean, how often do you post? How often do you try to post? You're at about 10,000 followers, and getting to 10,000 is tough. I mean, it's really hard. So big props to you, because that first thousand's tough, and then the first 10,000 is really tough. It's where a lot of people sort of quit.
Yeah.
And but after 10,000, traction picks up a little bit. Things start to pick up a little bit. What's the journey to 10,000 been like?
So for me, I'm not trying to focus that much on followers. I do look at that, of course, sometimes, but my main thing was just trying to get better at affiliate marketing. And
Okay.
like I mentioned earlier, I do work long hours a day. I have an hour commute to work, so it's not, I'm working 10 hours a day, but then I'm also driving 2 hours every single day. And then when I come home, my girlfriend wants to spend time with me, her daughter too. And I want to spend time with them also. So you kind of have to try to balance that. I think that's the hardest thing for me. And nothing else with the affiliate marketing business seems hard for me as much as that. Is trying to find the time, because when you have a full-time job and a family, you got to try to find the time. So for me, that's the hardest thing. So what I do is, if you watch a lot of my videos, I'm actually in the car like I am right now. I don't have a
Hmm.
quiet space at home really where I can do videos. The few times that I do, I try to make some uh, as quickly as possible, because I know I don't have a lot of free time at home where I can actually do that. So most of my videos are in the car. I'll either point to things that I'm writing on the screen, or I'm explaining something. And I've been trying to change it up a little bit to where I can do some other type of videos, but I'm also not going to stress out too much about it. I wanted to make something that doesn't burn me out, you know.
Yeah.
So what I do is I drive to work. I get there a little earlier. I'll make a TikTok video in the morning. I'll try to do one on lunch, and then before I get home, I do the same thing. And when I was doing that consistently, that's when I started seeing my TikTok account grow. But a couple weeks ago, actually more like a month ago, we got really sick, my whole family, myself, and that kind of slowed it down a little bit because I wasn't able to be as consistent as I wanted to.
Yeah.
Um, but at the same time, I was trying to get better at other things in the back end. So I was working on my email list. I was working on my sales funnel. I was trying to see what else I can do to make, the back end of my business better. So
Yep.
even though that slowed down, I didn't see it as anything bad, just because I'm still working on it in another way. But that's pretty much how it's been with my TikTok. I honestly have not figured out TikTok yet. I know there's a lot of people that have gotten viral videos and their account grows right away. That's not the case with me. But again, I'm okay with it, because even with the followers that I have now, less than 10,000, I'm still making money. I'm still doing good with this business. So I just think, man, if it does grow eventually, then even better. So it's not something that I'm worried about too much.
Yeah, totally. I love that outlook too. It's
Yeah.
like it's a very yeah, it's just a very realistic sort of heads on straight kind of outlook. So I appreciate that a lot. That's cool. What Well, I'll let you have the last word to our listeners and everything. So imagine, somebody's kind of in your situation, feeling it out, or maybe you could speak to the drop shippers and Amazon people who are looking at doing physical products. Because, I mean, heck, we had somebody on the show the other day who's like going to get into that kind of thing. And there's just, there's different people out there thinking about doing different stuff. What would you say to those people if they're, considering maybe starting affiliate marketing versus that, or maybe they're just considering different business models? What was helpful to you, and what would be your encouragement to them?
Yeah, I think everybody's situation is going to be different. Like we mentioned,
Yes.
depending on how much money you have saved up or that you can use to invest in a business or some kind of training. For me, I think affiliate marketing is one of the best things, especially with a legendary marketer with this company, just because the training is so great, the community is great, and the training that you get, like I mentioned before, you can use it for any other business also. So even if you want to do drop shipping or Amazon, what you're going to learn with this training or by starting affiliate marketing with Legendary, it's something that you're going to be able to use with any other business later on. So that's why if I can do everything all over again, I would honestly start with affiliate marketing from the beginning. And I would probably just stick with that. I probably wouldn't do anything else. But like we mentioned before too, they're not bad businesses. There's people that are making good money
Yep.
with e-commerce, with drop shipping, and with Amazon FBA. They're legit businesses, but I think you just got to look into what you're really getting into before you start. If you're not ready to spend that much money, that much time, probably affiliate marketing is going to be the best route for them. Um,
Yep.
just like I think that would have been the best thing for me if I started with that. I honestly would have saved a lot of money if I would have just started with affiliate marketing from the beginning. And just the one thing that I wanted to mention, because I haven't grown to the point to where I think a lot of other affiliate marketers have. Not a lot, but a few where they started and just had crazy success. But I talked to Sarah, the blonde affiliate. I think she made platinum over 100,000 in 4 months or something like that. So I talked to her one day and I told her, I kind of just asked her, hey, what would you tell somebody like me that's not making, a crazy amount like you are, but I'm making some money. I'm kind of like in that starting point still. I'm starting a little slower.
Yeah.
And she just mentioned something that kind of stuck to me, and I just wanted to mention it. She did say, you're probably not making as much money as I'm making now, but doesn't mean that in the future you won't make more money than I will. And that just kind of made me think, is not something. This is not a business where you're gonna make money or get rich quick. This is a real business that if you set it up the right way, and treat it like a real business, you're gonna make money in the future, and it's gonna be something that's gonna make you keep making you money consistently.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people, like I think Sarah, she started doing this, and she quit her job, and she's doing this full time now. So, and there's so many other people that have gone through the same thing. I haven't reached that yet, but that's definitely my goal. And if somebody is trying to work from home, trying to find a way to have financial freedom, I think this is the best thing for them.
It's cool, man. And I agree 100%
Yeah.
with everything you said. I think that's really, I think one of the best things that you have to offer, it seems to me, is really good perspective. And I appreciate that a lot. Well,
Thanks, man.
thanks for coming on. Hey, if you ever need anything, hit me up. I'm always around, always available. I can help you out. But yeah, have a good Wednesday. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks, man. Have a good one.
You too. All right, guys. Have a good rest of your Wednesday. I'm back here again tomorrow for Wake Up Legendary again. Same time, same place, 10 a.m. Eastern. Hey, and by the way, if you're still here and you are ever, geez, I don't know if you can hear my dog losing her mind back there, but on the screen, I'm going to put a little thing right here on the screen. It's a website. It's belegendary.shop. If you guys want any merchandise from Legendary, we've got a bunch of new shirts and hats and sweatpants and just different merch that I feel like is pretty cool. If you want to grab any of that, you can go to belegendary.shop and find it there. And have yourself a great rest of your Wednesday. We'll be back here tomorrow and Friday for Wake Up Legendary, and then we'll see you again on Monday. Peace.